The silent cost of looking successful. Have you ever noticed how expensive it has become to simply appear like you're doing well? Not to be wealthy, not to be financially secure, just to look successful. A decent apartment in a good neighborhood, a newer car parked outside, a well-furnished home, a few dinners out each month, a vacation posted online, a wardrobe that says you're doing fine. From the outside, it all seems reasonable, normal even. But underneath that carefully maintained image, something else is happening. And many people don't realize the price they're paying until years later. Imagine someone in their early 30s. They live in a major city, maybe London, Chicago, Berlin, or Toronto. They have a respectable job. Their after-tax income is around $4,500 a month. Not rich, but certainly not struggling. At least that's how it appears. Every month, around $1,800 goes to rent or a mortgage. Another $550 goes toward a car payment. Insurance, fuel, and maintenance add another $300. Student loan payments take $400. Credit card minimums absorb another $250. Utilities, groceries, subscriptions, and everyday expenses quietly consume another $1,000. And suddenly, that $4,500 salary feels much smaller. There may still be money left, a few $100s perhaps, but not enough to build meaningful savings, not enough to invest consistently, not enough to create financial breathing room. And yet, from the outside, this person looks successful. They're participating in what many people now consider the modern middle-class experience. But there's a hidden cost, and it rarely shows up in monthly budgets. The true cost is delayed freedom, because every dollar spent maintaining an image is a dollar that cannot be used to build independence. Take something simple, a $550 monthly car payment. Over 5 years, that's $33,000. If that same amount were invested monthly, earning a modest 8% annual return, it could grow to over $40,000. And over 20 years, closer to $300,000. That's the quiet math most people never calculate. Not because they're careless, but because they're focused on something much more immediate. Social belonging, status signaling, avoiding the feeling of falling behind. Human beings are deeply social creatures. We compare constantly, not always consciously. We notice what our friends drive, where our co-workers vacation, what our neighbors renovate, and without realizing it, we begin adjusting our own spending to match. Not because we need those things, but because those things help us feel stable, accepted, successful. There's even a psychological term for this: lifestyle inflation. As income rises, expenses rise with it, but expectations rise even faster. The apartment upgrade, the premium phone, the nicer clothes, the better restaurants. None of these purchases feel extreme on their own. That's what makes them dangerous. They blend into normal life. Until one day someone earning a good salary realizes they've spent 10 years working and still feel financially fragile, still dependent on the next paycheck, still unable to make decisions freely, unable to leave a stressful job, unable to take meaningful risks, unable to slow down. This is the silent cost of looking successful. Not debt, not interest, not monthly bills, but the gradual loss of financial flexibility. Financially intelligent people often look at the same situation differently. They don't ask, "Can I afford this monthly payment?" They ask, "What is this purchase costing my future options?" That's a very different question. A cheaper car may not feel impressive. A smaller apartment may not look ambitious. Saying no to lifestyle upgrades may feel uncomfortable. But those choices quietly buy something far more valuable than appearances: time, freedom, margin, the ability to choose, to walk away, to breathe. And ironically, many truly wealthy people understand this deeply. They don't spend money to signal success. They spend carefully to preserve autonomy, because real wealth often looks surprisingly ordinary. It doesn't always announce itself. It doesn't always photograph well. Sometimes it looks like driving the same car for 10 years. Sometimes it looks like ignoring trends. Sometimes it looks like living below your means while everyone else moves in the opposite direction. And no, this doesn't mean avoiding all enjoyment. It doesn't mean rejecting comfort. It simply means understanding the difference between spending that improves your life and spending that improves your image. One creates satisfaction, the other creates pressure. And over time, that distinction changes everything. Looking successful can feel rewarding, but becoming financially secure is often much quieter, much less visible, and far more powerful. If this perspective made you think a little differently about money, consider subscribing.